Reactions have continued to trail President Muhammadu Buhari's directive that the nation's Democracy Day will no longer be held on May the 29th, but on June the 12th every year to honor the acclaimed winner of the June 12, 1993 election, Moshood Kashimawo Abiola. The president has also resolved to honor MKO Abiola with the highest national honor, the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, posthumously. For more on these, we have joining us live via Skype from London, Public Affairs Analyst Olabode Osenie. Thank you for finding time to join us this hour.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's all right. The Senate seems to have taken this a step further. They are asking that the elections that held, or rather the election that held in 1993 be counted, the results released. They're also asking that the amount of money that is due to these two individuals as president and vice president be paid them. Would you say this is taking it a step further? I mean, given the realities of the constitution that surround this, the fact that Abiola wasn't sworn in, as a matter of fact.
Thank you very much, Nifemi. Let's start by saying congratulations to millions of Nigerians. The millions of Nigerians that voted for MKO Abiola during the June 12, 1993 election. And for the first time in history of Nigeria, the people that voted believed they genuinely voted for a candidate of their choice. It has not been the same ever since, because the system that was used was so transparent. It generated a free, fair, and credible result of election of an individual. Now, from there, the result was annulled by some individuals. This is a kind of injustice that Nigerians do not need. Having said all this, I want to also congratulate this President Buhari for taking this bold step to now actualize the result of June 12, 1993 election. So if the Senate is now saying, let us release the result, that will also seal, that will also cement, that will also make it to now justify the decision of this president. Many other presidents have, for some selfish reason, decided not to do that. This is nothing more but injustice. I am not a politician. I am not speaking for anybody. But the truth of the matter here is, this is a bold step, it's a milestone, it's a masterstroke. President Buhari should be credited for this. And for those who are making noises about this and that, I can only see them as they are just being mischievous. Nothing more. Because as it is, an average Nigeria believes that this is what is right, and the right thing should be given to them. And I believe President Buhari has done very well this time around.
What's the implication of this on the perception of disobedience of rule of law, so to speak, by the current administration? Disobedience of court orders, as an example. What implication do you see this having on the current administration?
Again, not wanting to speak for anybody, or not wanting to speak for this current government, we have a catalogue of breaking the laws by executive, by judiciary, by even legislation. They will legislate, they will say this is not right. They are the same house will break their own rules. So for me, the situation in Nigeria is chaotic. This is the truth. We can see from behind, we can see what is going on in Nigeria, that this is not the way governance is performed. This is not the way to run government. Nigeria is a great country. We are so blessed with virtually everything, but we are still showing incapacity. We are still showing that we cannot rule ourselves, because we now have a situation in the country where basic things are just not available. You're struggling to have light, you're struggling to have all that. So breaking laws is like a norm. The executive will break the law, the legislature will break the law, judiciary will also break their own laws. So what are we talking about? So we need a kind of a situation where rule of law will be restored, will be reinstalled in a system where it's the only key to good governance. And as long as we don't have that, nothing is going to work. And that is what you get in Nigeria as we speak.
Olabode Osenie joins us live from London to discuss the June 12 declaration. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.